Bless rising, everyone. Bless rising, bless rising, bless rising, bless rising. So I am coming to you guys today. You see the title. The title is How Are You Being Used? How are you being used? Um, when I speak that, I also hear Jadakiss, you know, when he says, no. It's a verse in his song when he's saying basically know when you being used, know who's doing the using, just know who your people are, know who your people are. Um so um so today we are talking about John the Baptist. Okay, we're talking about John the Baptist. And if no one knows about John the Baptist was beheaded. He was beheaded because um, he didn't agree. He didn't agree with a marriage um, that it didn't sit right with him. You know, it went against his morals, what he stood for, and so since he didn't go along with the marriage, the wife, the wife, um, she had it out for him. She had it out for him. Not only did she have it out for him, and even though she was in a position of privilege, you know, she didn't have enough power. She didn't have enough power to shut him up, basically. So, in this story, you guys, um, the wife who wanted to silence John the Baptist, she used her daughter. She used her daughter. Okay. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background about it. Okay. Uh, so in this story, right? In this story, so the wife name was um Herodias. That's her name. Her name was Herodias. When I learned the pronunciation of her name, the first thing that came to my mind was hideous. It was like hideous, but the wife name was Herodias. Okay, um, the um, the husband name. Okay, the husband name was um Herod, Herod, something like that. Her daughter's name was Salome. Okay, that was her daughter's name. So John the Baptist did not agree with the marriage that Herodias and Herod. John the Baptist did not agree with the marriage because Herodias was actually married to Herod's half brother. So that's why John the Baptist really didn't. He was like, nah, that's not what it is. Okay. So since he didn't agree, the wife, Herodias, she was waiting. She was waiting and she was plotting. Okay. She was waiting and so she was plotting. And so they had this big event, right? They had this big event. And so her daughter came to dance for the husband. Okay. And in that moment, the husband was pleased. Do you see where I'm going? The husband was pleased by the dancing of the daughter. And so he told her, he said, you know what? I'm so pleased with you. I give you anything you ask for, anything you want. Okay. He's not knowing. Okay. Not only is he not knowing, but he didn't want to mess with John the Baptist because he knew John the Baptist was a holy man. You see what I'm saying? He knew he had the anointing on him. He knew he had the favor on him. So Herod didn't want to mess with John the Baptist. He didn't want no smoke. Okay, he didn't want no smoke because he knew the power that John the Baptist had. However, did Herodias know? Maybe, I don't know, but John the Baptist got in the way of her plans. Okay, he was causing friction. Okay, so Herodias' daughter, Salome, came to dance for the husband, okay? And he told her, hey, you please me. You please me. So I grant you anything you ask for, okay? So Salome went back to her mother and said, Mom, I don't know what to ask for. I don't know what to ask for. And she said, ask for John the Baptist's head. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all are being used by the enemy and y'all don't even know it. Y'all don't know it. Y'all don't know it. Y'all do not know it. So, Salome went back to Harold and said, I want John the Baptist's head on a platter. You said, you got to go by your word. You said that's why you need to be careful of what comes out of your mouth. She said, you said you'll give me anything I want, and I want John the Baptist's head. So he had to stick to his word. Regardless of how he felt, he ain't want no smoke with John the Baptist. But however, he had to stay true to his word. He had to stay true to his word. And then not only that, everyone that was sitting with him that was being entertained by this young lady heard him say, I give you anything you ask for because you please me. Sometimes us being in our flesh, we tend to speak things that we probably don't mean. We're just saying it because we in our flesh. That's one thing about it, is the fact of our flesh and our spirit, it battles every day. It battles. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, so since he had to stay true to his word, he had to grant her the wish that she said. And that right there took care of Herodias. It took care of the thorn that was in her side. It took care of the problem, you see what I'm saying, that was interfering with what she wanted, what she had going on. One way or another, she was going to figure out how to get rid of John the Baptist. And she did. She used her daughter. Did her daughter know? That I don't know. But, you can take that so many different ways. You see what I'm saying? And we see it daily, parents using their children as pawns, manipulating their children into getting what they want. It's a lot of different ways that people do things, but however, sometimes people are unaware of how they are being used. And that's crazy to me. I don't understand it. Because I'm quite sure it's probably been plenty of times where I've been used and I didn't know it. There's a difference if you know it. Excuse me. There's a difference if you know it. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference if you know it. Do you know better? Do you know better? Who is it benefiting? You see what I'm saying? But I had to come on here and I had to, have a discussion with you guys. You see what I'm saying? How do you know? You see what I'm saying? How do you know when you being used? Who's doing the using? You see what I'm saying? You know, we see it so much today. We see it so much today. You understand? People, I've seen people go, you know, when someone is desperate to have something that they want, they will definitely go, they'll do desperate measures if it's something that they want, you know. The convincing, people do, desperate things. You see what I'm saying? They do desperate things. And I know, just me trying to think, you know, I've been at my rock bottom, but I've never been at a desperate measure where it caused harm to someone else. You see what I'm saying? Um, I can definitely admit my wrongs. But that's something I've never felt comfortable with. You see what I'm saying? Having a desperate measure where it causes harm to someone. Like, no, I'm sorry. Now, don't get me, I probably cause harm to myself, but like I said, I can admit, there are not there's moments that I'm not proud of, as far as where I afflicted myself. Okay, but did it afflict? No, 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 no. But like I said, you guys, look at the topic. You see what I'm saying? How are you being used? Who's doing the using? You see what I'm saying? A lot of times, some of our loved ones, whether or not they know it or not, sometimes um, the enemy can use them and they not know it. And they not know it. You see what I'm saying? They not know it. Um, you know, you have to ask every day. You have to ask, as far as a pure heart. You see what I'm saying? For you to be so solid that the enemy is unable to use you, is unable to use you. Because the enemy would definitely, if you are a threat, listen to me, please listen to me. If you are a threat, okay, there will be so many tactics, so many ways to get rid of you. So you have to stay mindful. You have to stay grounded. You have to be able to be in tune with yourself, to be able to understand and listen. You see what I'm saying? Listen. Listen. Okay? Because one thing is for sure, two things for certain, or however you want to say it, um, you would definitely get an understanding of who the enemy is, regardless of who it is. If you have that understanding with yourself, you see what I'm saying? And with your creator, your father, Jesus Christ, you know, trust me, you will have an understanding. He'll definitely give you that. He'll give you the revelation as well. I can attest to that. I can say that. I can attest to that. Um, but yeah, you guys, you have to be careful. You have to be careful. You have to be careful. Um, and like I say, in these times, so much stuff is happening, you guys. It's being exposed. It used to be, it wasn't so common, but now a lot of things are common, you know, a lot of things are common. And I don't know. I just be like, So yeah, you guys, I just had to bring that story to you guys, give you some understanding, give you, a little bit of insight, get your brains to think, You understand? Get your brain to think and try to get an understanding of some things. You see what I'm saying? Because nowadays you can never say, nah, that can't be me. That won't be me. You can't say that because you don't know. You don't know. So times are definitely changing. Okay, times are definitely changing. So just be mindful of the words. Like I say, just be mindful of the words that come out of your mouth. You know, uh, if you're not understanding on some things, sit still and ask. 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 Sit still and ask. Okay, sit still and ask. All right. Don't make impulsive decisions. Okay. Don't make impulsive decisions. Right. And so, like I said, you see the live, you see what's going on. Let's talk about it. And y'all know what I say. I say, share love, show it, and give it, and all of that good stuff.